Have you ever wondered why, even when you're completely full after a big dinner, your hand still reaches for those chips, cookies, or that bowl of ice cream? Or why one tiny piece of chocolate somehow turns into the entire bar before you even realize it? Most people will tell you it's just a lack of willpower. They'll say you just need more discipline. But the truth? Junk food cravings aren't just about hunger. They're about your brain, your emotions, and a very specific way your body responds to triggers you don't even know are there. Today we're diving deep into the dark psychology of junk food cravings. We're going to talk about why they happen, how they literally hijack your brain's chemistry, and the secret science that keeps you coming back for more. Welcome to BodiFact, the Bliss Point and brain signals. See, junk food is engineered. It's designed to hit every single part of your brain that makes you feel good. Think about your favorites: soda, fries, candy. They're usually a hyper-concentrated mix of sugar, salt, and fat. But it's not just that they taste good. These ingredients send massive signals to your brain's pleasure centers. There is a concept in food science called the Bliss Point. It's a mathematical ratio of salt, sugar, and fat that food engineers spend millions of dollars to find. When you hit that point, your brain releases a flood of dopamine. That's the feel-good chemical. It's the same stuff your brain releases when you win a game, get a like on social media, or get a compliment. Fat and salt make these foods feel like a reward. So, when you take that first bite, your brain isn't thinking about nutrition, it's thinking about a win. And who doesn't want to win again? Now, the reward loop and the crunch. Here's where it gets really interesting and a little dark. Every time you eat that snack, your brain forms a memory of that reward. You start to associate the smell of the fries, the bright red packaging of the candy, or even the sound of the bag crinkling with pleasure. Think about the crunch factor. Food companies actually test the decibel level of a chip breaking. Why? Because that specific sound tells your brain the food is fresh and high energy. Soon, you don't even need to taste the food to crave it. Just seeing the logo or smelling it from a block away triggers the dopamine. You aren't even hungry, but your brain is already shouting, "Hey, remember how good that felt? Let's do it again." Over time, your system adapts. Just like any other habit, you build a tolerance. The more you indulge, the more dopamine your brain expects. And suddenly, one cookie isn't enough to get that same feeling anymore. You need 3, then 5. Then the emotional hijacking. You see, cravings aren't just biological. They're emotional. We've all been there. A stressful day at work, a boring afternoon, or feeling a bit down. Your brain learns very quickly that junk food is a shortcut to emotional relief. Think about late-night snacking. Is it because your body actually needs calories at 11 p.m.? Usually no. It's habit. It's routine. It's a way to cope with being tired or stressed from the day. Your brain says, "I'm tired, I'm stressed, give me that sugar hit so I can feel better for a minute." The more you rely on food for comfort, the stronger that neural pathway becomes. It becomes your default setting. And then there's the physical crash. Have you ever noticed how some snacks, like Cheetos or cotton candy, just melt in your mouth? Scientists call this vanishing caloric density. When food melts fast, your brain is tricked into thinking the calories have vanished. Since you aren't chewing much, your stomach never sends the "I'm full" signal. You can eat a whole bag of ghost food, and your brain thinks you've eaten nothing. On top of that, the sugar and refined carbs spike your blood sugar instantly. You get a rush of energy, but then, the crash. When your blood sugar plummets, your body panics. It sends out emergency hunger signals, even if you just ate 500 calories of junk. You're literally hungry for more of the thing that just made you crash. Social loops and willpower. We also have to talk about the social factor. Our lives revolve around this stuff. Parties, holidays, celebrations. Your brain links these foods to fun and belonging. If you try to say no, it can feel like you're missing out on the social reward, which makes the craving even stronger. This is why willpower alone usually fails. Most people try to fight cravings with sheer grit. but you're trying to swim upstream against a biological current. Your brain has spent years wiring itself to prioritize that pleasure. It's not a character flaw. It's just how you're built. Trying to resist without changing your environment or your triggers is like trying to hold your breath forever. Eventually, biology wins. The road to control. But here is the good news. Your brain is adaptable. It's called neuroplasticity. Once you understand that these cravings are a mix of chemistry and habit, you can start to pull the curtain back. Awareness is your superpower. The next time you reach for that snack, just pause. Ask yourself, am I hungry or am I bored? Am I stressed or is this just a Bliss Point trap? You can change the game by changing your environment. If it's not on the counter, your brain doesn't get the visual trigger. Mindful eating. Slow down. Notice the crunch. If you actually taste the food instead of inhaling it, you'll realize the pleasure peaks after the first few bites. Junk food cravings are not your fault. They are a complex dance of biology, clever engineering, and your environment. But now that you know the secrets, you're the one in the driver's seat.